Alright, hello, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. We've taken a look at Gohan, Cell, Gogeta, and now, the best for last, I would say, Vegito. Uh, I can't believe, like, it's actually kind of shocking to me that they buffed these guys. I genuinely was not expecting. Like they're still usable. Like even before the buff, they were still usable, and now they're just. I mean, I just got done using Gogeta, and I was just like blown away, like by how good he is. So that being said, with these guys here, uh, Vegito, his buff, it's 400% attack, 600% defense, super effective against all types in base. And when he goes into blue, he instead has 100% attack, 400% defense, and super effective against all types. Now, he actually has 100% less attack than Gogeta transformed, and the reason for that, I'm pretty confident, is this bit here. Whereas Gogeta does have the guaranteed crit, which is definitely pretty valuable. Vegito has what I would consider a better effect of the guaranteed super, especially when you could just load up with this much crit like this. So he's gonna be hitting pretty hard. He's gonna have a lot of defense and such. Like it's just I, I it's so crazy to me what they did to these guys. So I did showcase Gogeta in the Gohan fight, but that's actually a pretty long fight. I figured we'd just do Trunks and Goten to stay consistent with like Gohan and Cell. Which, speaking of which, I definitely want to get into more Cell as soon as I can. Considering I didn't even get to see his transform state. Uh, and I was considering, like jumping back in to, try and force it out, but I was like, well, I do feel like while his base is pretty like not impressive, and you know, you definitely like it. I would want to show more, but at the same time, I feel like it's as a showcase purpose, it is also somewhat accurate to only show the base form because 40% or under is just like a horrendous condition. And I mean, it used to be 30%. Now, the good thing for like Cell is when he's super easy A's, it is a passive. Like for some reason, they won't touch active effects, but super easy A specifically only touches passives. It is a passive transformation. Hopefully, whenever he does super easy A, probably a long ass time from now, they could buff it up to like 50 or 60%, or under because I it's gonna be rough. We're gonna have to try and really force it. But yeah, that being said, Vegeta, let's do this. Now, I am rocking the sort of blues here. Obviously not the best characters. I'm more than aware. But their leader skill is still pretty damn good, I would say, and especially for like Vegito here. This should be a pretty good setup. I'm pretty confident. So we're at 545. Okay, start a turn. Let's see what we can do here. We should be able to get a decent bit of key. Now the thing is, I do want to also. Here, let's grab these. Well, damn. If we grab those, are we gonna? How much key does he get? Is it 4? Yeah, it is 4 key. Okay, we'll just go for this. It might be kind of rough for Evoken, but I mean, this isn't. They should be fine. Because I do want to see the 18 key in here. Now, the thing is, with Vegito, obviously I already showed my build. I don't have a lot of initial in him. So, it's more than likely that we're just going to get like the, super, the single super. Maybe we'll get lucky with the, I mean, I got pretty unlucky with Gogeta. But in slot 1 or 2, the guaranteed additional has a great chance of becoming a super. Maybe we'll get lucky enough to at least get 2 of those. And we do have them on turn 1, so we could potentially get 2 a turn. But we're likely not going to get any besides that. But once we transform, we really shouldn't have. I mean, it's not like guaranteed, obviously, but it should be a lot better of a chance to get that additional off with the amount of supers we'll be doing. Okay, so we're starting off with a 12.1 here. I did forget to show links that he has active, but it's literally just like, oh, okay, we did get an 8.6, I believe it was. But I mean, it's just like what, legendary power, fierce battle. We might have another here, but okay, yeah. I mean, he's now once again, these guys aren't like the toughest or anything, but double-digit tanking, you know, for these guys, considering like that would have actually damaged them before, like just to show like they have gotten a decent buff. Now, I mean, it's not like let's not go too crazy, like oh my god, they double-digit tanked Android 18, but you know that it just goes to show. I mean, the buff they would have taken damage from them before, like Vegito, Gogeta, and now they don't. Like they didn't need to be buffed; they were still I mean, it's weird because like they were still usable, right? But it's kind of hard to say exactly how like yes they are still usable, but like how usable they were definitely getting on the niche ends of things. So I mean, certainly only being this is gonna be what, like a month and a half, this buff, and then it's gonna go away. So certainly from that angle, that's unfortunate. But I mean, still a month and a half of you know them being super viable again, and actually like a really good option that you should bring, like not even like you can bring, you should bring, is definitely gonna be pretty crazy. I mean, I guess I haven't like seen him like transformed or anything yet, but I did just get done using Blue Gogeta, and they're practically like the same character, except Gogeta has crits and Vegito has the additional super. Their stats are roughly around the same level as well, so I'm not expecting to see like too much of a difference. But that's okay. Like if he's performing as good or you know slightly better, slightly worse than Gogeta, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because the level that I saw from Gogeta is just it was pretty insane. And I don't know, these buffs they're something. I'm glad they're doing this stuff. Like, I really hope they keep doing it in the future. I'm someone who like that sort of. If you've been in the community, you've probably seen it, like a hypothetical, like you know, Gohan, you know, worldwide celebration. You know, like Cell and Bojack, sort of fights. I do think that'd make for a pretty decent worldwide. And I was actually saying not even like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago or something, like however long ago it was, maybe even 3 weeks, you know, that I thought that like Cell and Gohan, you know, in the future could get a temporary buff like this, and you know it'd be pretty crazy. But I was not expecting them to get one so soon, and it's just like I don't know. Super EZA is definitely awesome. I think definitely it stays. Obviously that's permanent, so I like that more. But this temporary buff is just something they can just apply very easily to any unit at practically any time, and it's one of the better decisions I think they've made. So I'm happy with it. Okay, so you know we have Beerus here, so we do get some key support and attack support. Now, unfortunately, we're actually not going to be able to get our 18 key off here. I mean, it's really like the same effect, the 18 key and the 12 key, so it's not a big deal. But you know, just to make note of it, I am also intentionally taking damage here, so that I can, you know, force the blue fusions out. You know, Blue Vegito, you know, Goku Vegeta, they suck in base. So that's why I'm making sure they take enough damage. We don't really need to focus on taking key bombs anymore, though. We should be low enough to the point where we can get both of them. So, I mean, that'll be pretty nice. And also, like, we have the Gammas here and such, so once we get Gamma 1 out, like, buffing up TEQ Vegito, I mean, we have AGL Vegito, which is going to give it 50%, which is for the turn. But Gamma 1 actually buffs Superclass Allies defense by 50% for 2 turns. So even without being on the turn, we're still going to be getting quite a big buff for Vegito from Gamma 1. So It's pretty nice. We're finishing off with like a 9.9 here. I don't imagine we're gonna get the additional. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, we can't really like, oh, he's double-digit tanking like this. Especially like normals, like we're not really paying attention to what his tanking is here. We just need to really pay attention to like his damage and what his actual defense, what we can see from it, because paying attention to, you know, the tanking, it's not really applicable in this fight. It's just it's a pretty good showcase fight, but I mean it's a showcase fight. That's it.
Number 1, keep that guy busy to buy me some time. Number 2, are you gonna?
Okay. So, I mean, we do need, you know, like one more turn or whatever. So, I mean, this next turn we're not going to, you know, we're going to have blue Vegito out, but we're actually not going to, obviously, see the 50% from Gamma yet. I believe it's just Gamma 1 that does it. I don't think the standby does it. So, do keep that in mind. It'll really be, and plus we do actually have to build up too. It's 4 attacks total to be fully built up. Now with Gogeta, it's actually, you know, I had several times where, you know, we'll get the 3 attacks turn 1, and then, you know, we have to come back next turn to be fully built up. With Vegito, I don't think that will be an issue. So we should just be able to, I mean, because he does have the addition, I guess so long as we get 24 key, to be fair. I mean, the additional guaranteed super should be enough to the point where we are going to be able to get our all four of our build-ups, excuse me, in the turn. I guess we'll see. You know, I could get pretty unlucky, but that is definitely very nice. I mean, I do prefer. I mean, super effective against all attacks, sure. Crit is definitely better, but I do have a bunch of crit built in anyway, so I definitely feel like the additional super is a much better effect for Vegito than Gogeta's guaranteed crit is for him. We'll see though. I mean, I felt that way when they got their EZA, but maybe I'll feel different now, because I would say that crits are a lot more valuable and important, however you want to phrase it, today than they were when these guys got their EZAs during the 8th anniversary. I mean, crits were still good, but I do feel like they're starting to become more and more important, although to be fair, a lot of characters just have them for free. Alright, here we go. The GOAT. Oh, I actually do need to get some more of the key bombs, huh? And we'll do this. Okay, so we're actually not gonna, yeah, that's unfortunate. We're actually not going to get enough key. So we're probably only going to get 3 attacks here again. I mean, we do have the... Oh, okay, hold on. Okay. Gogeta's, I'm pretty sure, is like 2 attacks that have a high chance of becoming a super attack, but I did forget that Vegito actually just has the guaranteed super, with the other one being a medium chance. Suffice to say that we're only guaranteed 3 attacks here. So we could potentially not actually get it, unfortunately, but I guess it's fine because, you know, next turn we'll be fully built up either way. And we do need to take more of those key bombs. We weren't able to get Vegito out here. I do believe they're like I think they're a 7 out of 7. If they're not, it's like 6 out of 7. So they are pretty damn good link partners. And obviously the extra defensive support from Vegito will be pretty nice. Protect Vegito. Alright. Hits in. Come on. Trunks. Alright, here we go. So we're starting off with a 9.5. That's well, we needed to build up. Yeah. 8.5. Gogeta was definitely the 100% attack. Really, only 2? That's crazy. Wait, what? I'm confused. Isn't... Okay, we must have gotten the normal and it didn't just... Did I just miss the normal playing? The normal is guaranteed, but it's only a medium chance of becoming a super, I believe. Let me reread that. I'm pretty confident it's a guaranteed normal that has a medium chance of becoming a super. I must have missed it. Well, let's check here. Because now I'm like, what? Wait, what just happened? Oh, no, it is just a medium chance of launching another additional. Okay. Huh. No, it's just been forever. Alright, well, we only got 2 build-ups there then. We still need 2 more to go, and technically 3 for the final key. So, I mean, that's quite unfortunate there. Okay. Alright, well, we definitely need to take a bit more damage here, and so we can actually get Vegito out. Yeah, I'm actually pretty, like, shocked. It's once again, it has been... He was still quote-unquote usable, but I actually haven't used him in a while. So we're up to 911,000. We still have 2 more build-ups to go, okay. Oh, we do have the future ally condition, though, so we actually can go to Vegito anyway. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so with that, now we are a perfect 7 out of 7. And, I mean, we got a little bit extra. We went from, what, 911,000 to 957. What is it? Power sub... Fuse Fighter. There we go. 5% attack and defense. Okay, so, we're definitely going to get quite a bit of a buff here. You know, having all these links active now. We do still need to fully build up yet. But Vegito should look a lot better this turn. And we're also getting the 24 key. So we should be looking pretty crazy here. I mean, I guess we'll see, obviously, but it should be looking quite a bit better than before. And also, we still don't have Gamma 1's support active here. So we were at 957k there with 2 more build-ups to go. And we still need that 50%. So it's definitely going to be looking pretty crazy here in just a moment. And also, that 18 key from AGL Vegito, the 50% support. And now, that is a 1 turn, so we're not actually going to ever really be able to see that. But just, we only had 50% support, not support, like defense, super attack phase defense anyway. Because TEQ Vegito and Strength Vegito both have the greatly raised defense for 3 turns effect. So we had 50% defense already. The extra 50%, you could essentially just tack on like another, say 400,000 there or so on. And 450k, 500, roughly around somewhere there. So we would have been like 1.2, 1.3 just from AGL Vegito. And now we're getting to all of our supers. What was a 19.7, I believe? Did I see that correctly? Okay, I think I did. 13.1. And 16 mil. So we are fully built up at this point. But there is no way for me to... Okay, 17 mil. We can technically still get 1 more super. It just or normal. It's pretty unlikely though, yeah. Okay, interesting. I will want to see like a full turn from him with Gamma support active, and also now that he's fully built up. Damn, like the 100% attack though that Gogeta has, it like I wouldn't think it'd make that big of a difference, but like his numbers really are definitely a bit lower than Gogeta's. I mean, I had the lowest amount. I had a 3 super turn, a 2 super turn, and a 1 super turn on Gogeta, and from all of those, okay, let's do well. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll play it a little safe. They should be fine. Certainly the Blues wouldn't die from Krillin. Certainly. Yeah. So Gogeta, it's just like, I mean, the lowest turn I had. So let's go 3 super, 2 super, 1 super. Technically, I could have gotten like a 4 super turn for him, but I mean, I just never did get to see that. But I mean, like 30 mil, 20 mil, 21 mil. Guaranteed crits is what I was seeing from Gogeta. Now we just did get fully built up with Vegito, so we still haven't really seen his max potential quite yet. But that being said, I'm actually kind of surprised. I mean, it is 100% attack, sure, and they did give it to him because he already had super effective against all types built in. So the buff is kind of meaningless for him, so they gave him a little extra to compensate. But still, seeing like the numbers are definitely. I mean, we did like 10 mil less than I was doing with Gogeta. We still had 44% phase 2 to go, but we're still gonna be, I'd have to imagine like 6 or 7 million lower than what I was seeing from Gogeta. Now, to be fair, we do have Beerus here now. Okay, 1.6. I mean, that's roughly what I was seeing from Gogeta defensively. To be fair, this guy can get better defensively since he does have the guaranteed supers, so that is something to keep in mind. I mean, you are guaranteed at least 3 supers a turn with Vegito, so long as you fulfill the 24 key, but I mean, once you have him fully built up, we essentially only need a single key here to get the 3 supers, so that is certainly valuable. That you are guaranteed 3 a turn with him, but it's still like, I'm still kind of shocked that he's actually doing significantly less more than Gogeta damage-wise. I'm really curious what he's gonna be doing this turn. I mean, we do have Beerus' 30% support now here too, so that should be pretty helpful. And we are fully built up now. We're a perfect 7 out of 7. Link partner with AGL Vegito here. We should look pretty good. We'll see, but he should definitely be looking quite a bit better than he was. This might be the last one, I think. I am actually really curious to see. I mean, certainly if we come out the gate doing like a 23 mil into like a 17, 18, 19. Okay, so 22.4. And this is with Beerus' support. We do have super effective against all types, so 15.3. 16.4. Okay. 17.5, so I mean we're at 4 supers. We can potentially get a 5th, but it's pretty unlikely. Oh, no, we did get it. 18.6. Okay, so, I mean, getting a 5 super turn from him is pretty crazy. But something I do want to say here... there we go. Gee, that is so crazy. I did show my build for him. That's... what the hell? I'm actually quite shocked by that. We didn't, like, get any crits there. I have 28 crit on him, I believe. Or is it 27? 27 crits, so that's a 54% chance to crit on every one of those, and we just weren't hitting it. Damn, okay. I mean, defensively, what was he at there, though? Because we would have gotten 50% from AGL Vegito before he attacked, so it would have been like 2.4 mil, I think, roughly, before he attacked. Then, we did 5 supers, every one of those greatly raised. Now, the more you go into it, the less effective, greatly, like, the more you have of one number, because it's all different phases for the calculations, the less it means. Like, it's better to have, like, 2 and every sort of phase calculation, than, like, just like 10 and 1, is the point, essentially. So, Vegito there, though, I mean, we would have been over 4 mil, certainly, by the end of those 5 supers. And that is definitely very valuable. But so, I mean, we're doing substantially less damage than with Gogeta. Now, I would like to finish off here. I would like to finish off with the active skill. But, I mean, Krillin's just going to die here, like, immediately. So we're actually not going to get to see that here. But yeah, I'm actually, I mean, it's 100% to be fair. And we also did have Beerus' support there, so that was an extra 30% that, typically we wouldn't be accounting for. So he is certainly doing a lot less damage than Gogeta. I'm actually pretty surprised by that. I mean, it's very substantial, the amount. I mean, we're doing, by the end there, we did, now to, I guess Gogeta, we did have, the highest we peaked at was like 30.4 mil. The highest we peaked at there was like 22.4 for Vegeta. So, I mean, like an 8 mil difference there, and like a, 3 mil-ish, 4 mil-ish difference on the 12 keys. I mean, overall, the attack stats, I guess, like a 3 super turn from Gogeta. Well, I mean, the guaranteed crit, though. Like, if I was getting a lot of the crits, you would do more damage overall with the Vegito, just from having the more supers. And he certainly, like, defensively, he does get high at, like, we don't have, like, the Goku-Frieza fight, but, I mean, that's something I'd certainly want to see. Like, I think there is, like, a real possibility. Now, to be fair, right, I guess you're not running AGL Vegito there, so, I mean, the perfect 7 out of 7 partner, not happening. The 50% support, not happening. But if you could, I think he would defensively get enough up there to be able to tank, like, the, maybe not double-digit tank, but enough to live the, like, really boosted turn for Goku and Frieza. You get, like, a 5 super turn with him. Which, I mean, and we also didn't have any defensive support, like, passively, so that would also make a huge difference if we did. But that being said, I mean, he's still, I think he's pretty crazy. He's just more defensive than Gogeta is. He can be more offensive, but it's more RNG, since Gogeta does have the guaranteed crits, while for Vegito you really have to rely on your build. But still, I'm really impressed. I know I'm comparing them a lot. It's really what you prefer. I'm more of a defensive player. So I actually still think I like Vegito more. But like I do think the crits are pretty. The guaranteed crits might be a lot more valuable today than they were, even when Gogeta EZA'd. Just because the meta shifted a bit. But if you could actually get lucky with your crits from your hidden potential, unlike me, it really wouldn't matter when you're throwing out a 5 super turn. I might even be considered to like take off that gold equip I have and throw like an additional equip on. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'll get it figured out by the time I start showcasing him some more. I will make sure to, I think I'm gonna run Gogeta and Vegito going forward, like in the same video. I just wanted to dedicate a video a piece to them all. But I mean, there we go. I still technically need to see Transform Cell, but everyone's looking, well, Base Cell is something, but everyone else is looking pretty damn crazy. So I'm really happy with this. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.